Welcome to the Global Crusade with Kumuyi, GCK Daily, a special presentation that features God's power and presence at the Global Crusades.
That's true, Jordan. I know I've been truly blessed by the words spoken through past crusade messages and testimonies. The minister who brings us the word of life at these crusades is Pastor Dr. W.F. Kumuyi, an international evangelist whose over 40-year ministry has touched millions of lives across the globe.
It's truly lovely to see how the Lord is intentional in loving us and knowing us. Seeing God's power and presence so powerfully causes great joy. And I've noticed this joy is because of the unparalleled goodness of God. You know, it's so funny how we so casually use the word good to describe our works, our looks, or our overall selves. However, we can only base that definition of good on God. And we know that He is good because He alone fulfills us.
Do continue to listen as you hear more about God's goodness.
The story is in Matthew chapter 19. I'm reading from verse 16 now. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do, that I may have eternal life? That man came to Jesus and was looking at Jesus as good master, because he thought of himself as a good man, good master, comparing himself with the Lord, good man, good master. And as he came with the concept and with the mind that I'm a good man and I come to the good master. There are people that come today, you listen to the word you are hearing. You think, well, when I think about it, I'm good, a good man, coming to the good master. And you think the connection is straightforward. Good man connected with the good master. Good woman connected with the good master. And good person connected with the good master. Good master, what good thing? Good master. Good man. Good thing shall I do, that I may inherit, I may have eternal life. Look at verse 17. And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good, comparing me with yourself? You think of me as a man, and you think of yourself as a man. And in the comparison, the man and the master, you call me good. Why call me good? There is none good but one. You yourself calling me good master, and you pretend to be a good man. There is none good but one, that is God. But to answer your question, if thou wilt enter into life, because the man wanted to know, what shall I do that I will enter into life, life eternal? You come to this world. You're spending limited time on earth. You're not going to be here forever and ever. And so you must be concerned, and you must ask the question, what will I do? How do I live? What do I believe? What experience should I have that I will enter into life eternal when I'm gone from here? And so Jesus said, and Jesus answered, and Jesus declared unto him to answer his question, If thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. Jesus started from there to make the man think through, how good am I? Am I good enough? Am I righteous enough? Am I acceptable the way I am so as to get to heaven? The Lord is talking to you. How good are you? How acceptable are you? How ready are you to live here and go to life eternal and be with God forever and ever? Okay, keep the commandments. Look at verse 18. He said unto him, which commandment? Was now ready to calculate one by one by one. Which commandment should I keep?
Here are 4 things to keep in mind as we understand what good means. Number 1, there is none good but one, God. Number 2, beyond this life, there is a life that is still to come. And number 3, there are commandments to keep and a God who will help me keep them. And number 4, the commandments of God are for my good and secures eternal life for me. And please listen on as we hear more about God's commands.
Jesus said, thou shalt do no murder. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Have you noticed what Jesus was telling him? He says, no, not. We call that negative. Now, as you think about bringing electricity, electric light, there is the negative, there is the positive. If you only have not, negative, light will not come. Life will not come. If all you can say, I don't do this, I don't do that, I don't do that, all that is in the not. It's negative. You must bring the positive, connect the negative and the positive before light will come. Before life will come, before the power will come. And so Jesus said, let's start from the negative. And maybe in your life, you can say, I don't do that. I don't commit that. I don't drink that. I don't smoke that. All that is not. I don't steal. That's still not. I don't bear false witness. That's still not. Now in verse 19, honor thy father and thy mother, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Look at verse 20. It says, the young man saith unto him, all these things have I kept from my youth up. What lack I yet? You must be asking questions. You cannot go through life and just assume, I'm going to heaven, I'm going to have eternal life, I'm going to be with Jesus over there, I'm going to see God, I'm going to see the angels. You must be asking questions. He said, all these things have I done. Now, it's very difficult for you to mark your own paper in an examination. You go to do the exam, and this is the exam that is a final, that is going to throw you back into the world as a worker, as a person that wants to help society. That exam, you cannot do it and then give yourself first class. You cannot do that exam and mark your paper and say, I have made it. Another person has to mark your paper. And Christ has to mark your paper. And what you have said, I'm doing that. I don't do this, I don't do this, I don't do this. And so Christ is now going to mark his paper. I pray, when Christ marks your paper, you will pass that exam.
Wow. Learning about God's goodness never gets old. I'm reminded that there's more to this life than what I can see. I hope that you also have been strengthened to know and rely upon the good God who calls us to obedience and to choose everlasting life.
And if you made that decision to follow Jesus or have any other testimony, please reach out to us at www.dclm.org/connect. We would love to celebrate with you and support you in any way that we can. Get in a good Bible-believing church and make achieving heaven your goal.
Thanks for being part of GCK Daily. We post new videos right here on a regular basis to keep you strengthened in your faith. And when you share and subscribe to our channel, it helps spread this life-saving message across the entire globe. Please let us know how you've been impacted by our ministry in the comment section below. And also remember to keep in touch with us on all of our social media platforms. We look forward to connecting with you as you join us at the next Global Crusade from June 23rd to the 28th. Thank you.